i-dle Soyeon's taboo statements. But how did the idol get an Emmy nominee because of Blackpink's Jennie? NewJeans' parents hit back, but netizens absolutely slammed them. Wonyoung's AI issue, 50-50 boycott, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. If you'd like to follow me on my other social media, everything is linked below. I have my vlog channel, my bonus channel, which this is me, by the way. Please don't worry. I'm still getting comments being like, you're stealing, or like people coming to this channel being like, there's this channel called K-pop Shenanigans and they're taking all of your content. I appreciate the sentiment so much, but it is me. But without further ado, let's get into today's K-pop news. So as we all know, i-dle just had a comeback with their song called Klaxon, which ended up being quite controversial due to the quote-unquote revealing outfits that they were wearing. Not only that, but Soyeon herself received backlash for their performance video where she is shaking her behind in a bikini. Quite K-pop shocking, right? I'm not screen recording. Oh my god! Damn it, Angelina, you had one job! Now I know I had to use Kevin's face for modesty, but there's no way you guys haven't seen this clip going around. I mean, the conversation in general surrounding this comeback is either it's too much, they're being too revealing, K-pop is veering into this direction that we don't like. We like K-pop because it's not like Western music. Or people absolutely praising the group for pushing boundaries, for really not caring what people think. And I mean, Soyeon in particular is no stranger to backlash, and she's basically addressed these issues in an interview with Cosmopolitan Korea, where she talks about double standards and sexuality. She basically said that freedom of expression as an artist is an important issue, and then she goes on to talk about the group's song Wife. Male artists, especially male hip-hop musicians, have many songs that talk about sex, but in Korea, female musicians tend to express themselves more prudently when they sing about sex. But a woman who desires isn't a bad or wrong woman, right? I believe every woman has her own desires and personality, and I wanted to portray an active female character with such desires just once. So to catch you up on the song Wife, if we all remember, it received a lot of backlash for one, a lot of people saying that the lyrics were nonsensical. Two, people saying the lyrics were dirty. However, on the other end of things, a lot of people actually thought that this song spoke about the expectations of women in society, with lyrics like, I cook cream soup, taste is Coco Loco. Want me your wife? But she is I clean your room. It's so twinkle twinkle. Want me your wife? But she is So she continues to express her sentiments in regards to this song in the interview. In Korea, female musicians have never written or sung such songs. In novels and movies, there are many different genres and diverse characters, so such themes can appear in music too. There was a lot of reaction saying the lyrics of Wife are dirty, but I don't think sexual behavior is dirty. Is just a part of human instincts. This interview has led to a lot of people praising her, with her name trending on Twitter. Probably the coolest idol in the world. She's actually changing the industry. Soyeon, you are amazing and you will always be the diva of K-pop. But talking about double standards and sexuality is not the only reason she's going viral. She's also going viral for another statement she made, where she talks about how she's somebody without prejudice. So people around me feel comfortable coming out to me. Even if I were attracted to a certain woman, I don't think I would think, huh? Why am I attracted to a woman? That's why I don't try to limit myself when I write songs. With this comment, there's a lot of people bringing up songs like Oh My God, where the lyrics basically say, she took me to the stars, with people having a specific interpretation of that. But then she goes on to say, recently a friend of mine came out, but I don't really care about such things. I just think and say, if they want to like a man or if they want to like women, so what? I don't want to hide who I am. I want to be confident about myself as a person, and I hope others can be as well. I hope everyone can enjoy everything they deserve as being humans, as human beings. Let's read some responses. Soyeon is the queen of defending female artists in their daily struggles with hypocrisy in the industry. It's inspiring to see Soyeon advocating for acceptance and confidence in one's true self. Her support for others embracing their identities and enjoying their full human rights is powerful. She is a queen card, we stan. So with all that, I'd love to know what you think of her statements. I think it's actually super funny because a lot of people were looking into Wife's lyrics so deeply, like, no, it's about expectations of women in society, that men expect them to clean their rooms and cook for them and just always be ready. And then Soyeon's just like, actually, I just wanted to talk I mean, fair enough, right? It's just like all that like deep diving into what it could possibly mean, and then it's actually literally just doing it. But there has been so much talk lately about how K-pop is changing. I don't know. In my comment section, I'm reading a lot of people being like, I like K-pop because it's not like Western music, da 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 da. And it's obviously newer K-pop fans because I always say the second gen was a wild ride. But anyways, let me know what you think. 50-50 are about to have their comeback, their first comeback as a new 5-member girl group with their one remaining member, Kina. So Attract announced a while back that they would be reformulating the group. This comes after, of course, all 4 members tried to file to suspend their contracts. That got denied. They tried appealing, with Kina, of course, being the only member to cancel her appeal and come back to the group. So Attract on their end have been trying to tease these 4 new members, releasing pictures of their backs and now this new teaser. So this is the silhouette teaser, so though we don't technically see any of the members' faces, we can see parts of their faces. Now, of course, everybody already knows Kina as a member. That's why there's so much secrecy surrounding the 4 new members. On that note, because we get to see bits and pieces of some of the new members' faces, some netizens actually have come to think that one of the new members is going to be Chanelle, who appeared in Are You Next, which is the survival show that created i-dle. Now, she was a much loved member in that show. I remember all the buzz surrounding her, how people were absolutely horrified that she didn't make it into i-dle. I hope it's not Chanelle. Girl, I will hold your hand when I say this. So we see the mouths are incredibly similar. Now, in general, I mean, even before this reformulated 50-50, people were not happy with 50-50. Not the members themselves. Well, it depends. I mean, it depends which side you're looking on. It really depends. From an international perspective, people were trying to boycott 50-50. So they weren't happy with 50-50. They were telling people, don't buy this new album that came out. Don't do it. But now with this reformulated group, people are even more upset. Again, depends which side you look on. Because of course, there are people who think that the 50-50 members were incredibly selfish. Like, poor CEO, he put his heart and soul into creating this group and they just wanted to leave. And then people being like, why are you defending a company CEO? They were treated horribly. Of course, they wanted to leave. But in terms of Chanelle potentially joining the group, here's some thoughts. I'm actually so disappointed in Chanelle right now. If this is actually her, how could she even think of joining that company when we all know what happened to the poor girls from the original 50-50 lineup? If Chanelle is in 50-50, she will not be getting my support despite her being my fave in Are You Next. Thank you. So just like fans have, I can't do this. I need to blow my nose. If my nose is red afterwards, I don't want to hear it. I just looked in the mirror and I saw a gray hair and I pull it out and it's my dog's hair. Thanks, Kevin. So, as fans have done before, they are, of course, calling for a boycott of 50-50. We do not support a reorganized lineup and urge all K-pop fans to boycott 50-50 and Attract for their unethical business and artist management practices. So let's see what they have written here. Not my 50-50. Supporting the reorganized lineup of 50-50 condones Attract's unethical business and management practices as well as their attempts to erase the former members' contributions to the group. Additionally, it financially supports the further legal action Attract is pursuing against the former members. From this point onward, we will reply to all posts from both official and unofficial accounts featuring the new 50-50 lineup with hashtag #NotMyFiftyFifty and hashtag boycott 50-50 along with details regarding the boycott against 50-50 and Attract. They go on to say that they believe 50-50 will forever be the 4 original members and that they harbor no ill will towards the new members. It's just against Attract. So then a lot of people, of course, are bringing up what the members have alleged against the company in the past. 50-50 reveals they were scared of the CEO and were under strict control with daily BMI checkups and constant surveillance by CCTV cameras. 50-50's add-on reveals she was diagnosed with chronic cholangitis with polyps, which had the danger of developing into cancer, but couldn't get surgery until late 2023 due to her company, Attract, not authorizing her to get the surgery. 50-50's Shia reveals her company, Attract, forced her into extreme dieting, which caused her to have kidney-related health problems. Despite her doctor's advice to stop dieting to avoid kidney dialysis, her company continued to force her into dieting. Sena's mistreatment at Attract, hair loss, period only with meds due to severe dieting, hormonal upheaval took 6 months to adjust. ED's weight dropped to 39 kg. There are, of course, some people who think that this isn't going to work. Like, if you add Chanelle to the group, there's no way people are going to boycott. Boycotts historically for K-pop groups, except for Luna, have not worked. And then again, as I mentioned before, there are people who actually feel bad for the CEO, that they're against the members who left and forgiving of the one member who came back. Let's read some comments. Those who don't know should get lost. They can do whatever they want. Anyway, if the song is good, everyone will listen to it. So what? Anyway, if the song is hyped, then people will naturally become fans. They're acting up so much, lol. Yeah, you guys have zero influence. Keep barking. Yesterday, I was searching something up and saw fake information in a boycott post. Everyone was angry, so I told them that it wasn't true, and I told them what was going on in Korean media. And they didn't believe I was Korean. They cursed at me and blocked me, lol. Stop your bullshit. Those who don't know the facts are so effing loud. Are they crazy bastards? I hate iRoaches so much. Hope they get lost from K-pop. You might be a little outnumbered there. just a little bit. But with all that said, let me know what you think. Are you going to be supporting this boycott, or do you think you would be supporting the new lineup? Let me know in the comments. We need to talk about the whole Hybe situation. Hybe versus Adore, a new update, another day, another update. Are we getting tired of this yet? I won't be addressing the new text messages that Dispatch revealed because I actually talked about them before. Not all of them are new, where Hee Jin is basically saying, you know, they're fat and useless in regards to NewJeans members. There's a lot of those text messages that I've covered before, we've talked about before, so we're not going to do it again. But to start off where we left off last time, Dispatch made a report where they revealed pre-debut videos and pictures of the members. And one of the videos was the attention practice featuring 7 members and different vocals, which now we know is NewJeans' debut song Attention. But because they were under Source Music and they were practicing under Source Music with NewJeans' debut song Under Adore, a lot of people were thinking Hee Jin not only stole all Source's trainees, but she also stole their songs and their vision. Attention and Hype Boy from NewJeans' debut album were actually created by So Sung-jin, Source Music, and Bang Si-hyuk Hybe, not Hee Jin. So Attention was Source Music's song. The group's fans always rave about the music and say Le Sserafim always go after trendy music, when in turn NewJeans debuted with Source Music leftovers. Anyone else remember how Femmies were dancing to Attention choreo in their documentary? What if Attention was supposed to be Le Sserafim's song since Source Music's CEO picked it out himself? Is that real? That happened? However, a post went viral explaining that the producers behind the song Attention are actually the same people that Hee Jin worked with when she was under SM Entertainment working with FX. Here's what some K-netizens think in regards to this. This is tiring. How long are they going to drag this? Please pay attention to your own groups. Oh, really? Instead of doing media play like this, use that time to focus on your group. Since things are going well, they keep claiming they did it, lol. They even insist that they made NewJeans. Does insisting make it a fact? The recent performances of their own group have been getting good reactions, but they sure know how to spoil things. So following that, NewJeans' parents seem to have spoken out in an interview with Sports World, where they had some insight regarding the whole NewJeans being Source Music trainees issue being stolen by Hee Jin. So let's start with Minji's mother. Minji's mother, alongside pretty much every other mother, was incredibly happy that her daughter was able to move from Source Music to Adore, given the many complaints she had of the previous company. Minji first began as a trainee at Source Music after moving to Seoul alone at the age of 13. Although I wanted to see how she was doing as a mother who sent her child alone, the dormitory forbade parents from entering. Her mother then explains that she ended up visiting the dorm a year later, and at that time she noticed that there was mold and cockroaches, expressing that her heart broke at the thought of her daughter trying to persevere in such harsh conditions. She also touches on the waiting period that her daughter had to endure. What made Minji struggle the most was making her wait for years and neglecting her without giving us any explanation or plans for the future. There weren't any plans for her debut, and neither were there a debut group that had been assembled. There weren't any concrete plans for her future either. Minji's mother also expresses how she can't forget her 14-year-old daughter's scared voice as she called her while walking home alone after practice at 2 a.m., as the company would force her to practice until such hours every single day, with the company even seemingly encouraging her to quit school. So in response to this, netizens have reacted to past phoning messages that Minji posted, which is the group's messaging app, where she talks about arriving to school really early. When I was a student, I would go to school at 4 a.m. and just sit there. Crazy. I don't know, it's probably because my eyes just opened at 4 a.m. So that's why I just went straight to school. So Minji's mother also expressed that she would practice so early into the morning that she would just wait outside the school. It's finals, right? Stay strong. But you know, I loved the school atmosphere during monsoon season. I used to arrive at school first and open the doors. The first person had to open the doors at our school, middle school. I had a dream about going to school recently. A dream about getting up in the morning and getting on the bus. I set an alarm because I might miss my stop. Here are some more reactions. Wow, it's people like this who succeeded. I have tears. A young trainee who came to Seoul who worked hard to chase her dreams and studies. This child is so amazing. Minji, so amazing even though she's young. I already loved her and now I love her even more. Baby, I'm crying. She would have succeeded no matter what. She worked so hard even though she was so young. This oldie is reflecting on life right now. But back to Minji's mother. She basically said that her daughter was passionate about school and even found joy in taking a break from the company to go to school. So she didn't want to quit, especially for a project that had no end sight in mind. However, we then get back to the initial claims made by Min Hee Jin that basically NewJeans was promised to be Hybe's first girl group, but then was replaced by LE SSERAFIM. Now, the parents don't specifically mention LE SSERAFIM, but they just basically say that there was a group who a famous member was added to that then replaced NewJeans' debut, which of course seems to be in reference to Sakura, who cannot stop being mentioned in here even if indirectly. Minji's mother explained the newfound hope that her daughter had when Hybe was created, that again she would be part of the label's first girl group, but as we know, that didn't end up happening. We were in danger of being discarded during the time when the debut order had flipped, but at the time Min Hee Jin stayed with the girls that she chose and didn't give up on them. Eventually, Minji fulfilled her dreams by debuting with NewJeans. Minji's mother, and as we'll come to see all the other mothers as well, go on to praise Min Hee Jin and adore, explaining that they would never think about leaving the label. However, they are not happy with Hybe in the slightest. The reports even tried to frame NewJeans and their parents as strange. It is disgusting that a conglomerate would attack one person like they did to Min Hee Jin. How can we depend and trust this type of parent company? Hybe's mother also shared a similar statement after implying that Hybe is the one feeding information to Dispatch, which Dispatch actually confirmed that Hybe is the one who gave them the information. And if they don't correct the article, they will consider legal action. How am I supposed to trust Hybe with my daughter? You never know when Hybe is going to manipulate lies without facts to harass her. Hidden in Hand's mothers also criticized Hybe for their media play. Then in April, Hybe made it seem like we were betraying the company and trying to leave. We were attacked and labeled as Newfty, which is NewJeans with 50-50. At the time, it felt like a nightmare. They continue to criticize Source Music, recalling experiences they had while their daughters were at that company. It seems that they waited a really long time to even hear from Source Music about the debut of their daughters. They claimed they waited for months and they didn't even hear from Source until they switched companies. If Source Music feels as if they were so wronged, why didn't they explain to us then? There was a change and it's only right that So Sung-jin should have given us an explanation, but there was none of that. When we signed, he told us everything we wanted to hear, but we've never met him since. So the sentiment kind of goes against this narrative that's being painted that Min Hee Jin stole these Source trainees. The mothers also claim that both them and the members all remember how Source Music neglected NewJeans members. Currently, there's more evidence revealing Hybe's neglect towards NewJeans. I wonder if they want us to reveal them all. Hidden's mother then criticizes Hybe for revealing the members' pre-debut videos, considering they're in a different company now, putting into question the company's ethics. And in the end, they just want Hybe to leave Adore alone because they've been doing just fine without them. We've spoken with Hybe's directors so many times. I've never met people that were so hard to get through. We don't understand Hybe. As for Honey's parents who are currently in Australia, the other parents have relayed that they stand in solidarity with them. So here's what some K-netizens think of this. NewJeans fighting. Are the source workers psychopaths? Hee Jin said she doesn't want to cut off her parents and that she will keep communicating with them. With this article, isn't Hee Jin continuing to prove what she said? Why are you guys tapping away at your keyboards in the corner of the room asking their parents to be still? Are the commentators crazy or are they just Hybe part-timers? Sigh, you guys are disgusting. NewJeans fighting. The parents should be staying still. I hate it when the parents are interfering when the idols are promoting, with someone responding, "You're a mess." I'm a casual listener and this whole situation is just a shame. I just hope adored NewJeans finds strength. NewJeans fighting. But I feel like if you listen to Source Music's side, their side sounds quite convincing too. What part of it was convincing? The part where they make them practice until dawn or put them in a moldy, roach-infested dorm? Hybe are the ones who cross the line. How are people blaming the parents here? This is child. I won't read that one. So clearly we see a lot of people supporting NewJeans while condemning Source and Hybe. However, if we look to Twitter or Reddit, there's a lot of people actually condemning the parents themselves. Because if their daughters were being treated so bad by a company, why wouldn't you just take them out of that company? Sorry, every single adult failed these kids. Yes, that includes these parents. Why wouldn't her mother take her out? People also weighed in on Reddit. So if they knew this was happening, why didn't they remove their daughter from the company and urge Hee Jin to open her own? Because now it just seems to me like every adult involved in this situation is an effing idiot who shouldn't be around children. And I'm confused, did they already know those videos existed because they didn't give backlash over the fact those videos even exist? Honestly, this just makes me look at the parents in a bad light more than anything because I already heard of Big Hit trainee stories through TXT and BTS, which were honestly way worse, and Big Hit should have been sued. So it was not surprising to hear of the bad training conditions / schedule. But it's one thing to be unaware of the details of the training and dorm situation, but it's one thing to know and still leave your child in those conditions. And worse to actually let your child debut under that evil company knowing that they will be in close proximity with those evil adults. If you really cared about your child so much, you would pull them out of that situation instead of letting them endure it all those years. Parents are responsible for these children, not the companies. So if a company was treating your child badly and you knew and still left them there, you are to blame. There's a lot of people bringing up, like, say Blackpink also had cockroaches in their dorm. There are idols who have brought up similar, if not worse, stories from their trainee days. This is quite standard in the K-pop industry. So there are people saying, like, obviously you knew, and if you knew, why did you leave them there? Now, of course, Hee Jin had previously denied the claims made in the dispatch report, even claiming that she will be taking legal action, and legal action she did take as she is now going to be suing 5 Hybe executives. Here's the label's statement. Adore CEO Hee Jin and others have filed a lawsuit today at the Yeongsang police station against Hybe CEO Park Ji-won, Audit Committee Chairperson Im Soo-hyun, Chief Legal Officer Jung Chin-soo, Chief Financial Officer Lee Kyung-jun, and Chief Communication Officer Park Tae-hee for defamation. The charges include obstruction of business, unauthorized access to electronic records, and violation of the Act on Promotion of Information and Communications Network Utilization and Information Protection. So this is in regards to the leaked text messages. So do we remember in the last video we talked about how she had conversations with a shaman basically agreeing to eliminate a member because it seems like she had 2 souls, that she was possessed by a ghost. And then even the messages that I said we weren't going to go over again today that people think are new, but we actually talked about before, where she's calling, you know, members of NewJeans, even specific members of NewJeans, too fat. So many horrible things being said about the trainees, about the NewJeans members, about her boss. So she's basically claiming that these text messages were acquired illegally. The accused have repeatedly engaged in unauthorized dissemination of private messenger conversations and personal information obtained illegally, maliciously editing them to fit their narrative. So she's claiming the text messages not only were obtained illegally, but maliciously edited. These people took a lot of the laptops from Adore employees under the pretext of auditing a subsidiary by the parent company. If we remember, Hybe accused Adore of trying to become independent, and they audited them. So in this audit, they took Adore's work laptop laptops. Through this, they obtained personal KakaoTalk messages. So they forensically examined laptops and illegally acquired personal conversations unrelated to work. And as they claimed that the messages were edited maliciously and released, this created a negative public opinion about Hee Jin. So they can no longer just stand by and allow this to go on, so they're taking legal action. Of course, Hybe has responded. So here's what they're saying in response to this, and they go point by point. Hee Jin has never submitted any information assets such as laptops to Hybe, nor has she complied with any audits. 2 deputy CEOs voluntarily submitted their information assets. Our company has never forcibly acquired any assets. They also said they've never forensically examined a laptop returned by Hee Jin. Hee Jin sent numerous work-related documents, including conversations with a shaman, to external parties using her Hybe work email account. These emails remained on our company's server. The recipient of these emails has been identified as a high-ranking official at a partner company, Company B. Hee Jin consented to the processing of her personal information when she joined Hybe, a fact that was disclosed during the injunction hearing. And then they say that Hee Jin is filing these lawsuits based on false claims, and they're of course going to respond with the counterclaim for false accusations. Let's see what some K-netizens think. They are continuously releasing text messages. Are they insane? Why are they continuing to leak messages? Why do they keep leaking messages? Aside from what they said, isn't it against the law to manipulate the media by releasing private messages? How are they going to handle the fallout? Even Hybe doesn't look to be winning this, lol. What are they doing? Why don't they reveal their text messages? I don't know what that means. Is sick for disregarding the law. I'm sorry, but after this, I hate Dispatch and Hybe even more. It's insane that Hybe and Dispatch are continuously leaking someone's private messages to attack them. I'll judge her when Park Ji-won and Bang Si-hyuk leak their messages too. Let's open up Hybe director's messages from the last 3 years too. I'm pretty sure we see even more disturbing things. This might be effective the first few times, but now this is making me hate Dispatch and Hybe even more. I'm sure their messages are even worse. LOL, she's so refreshing. From there, we got protest trucks sent outside of the Hybe building in support of NewJeans. So welcome to Today in protest trucks. So here are the protest trucks in question. What do they say though? Handing over information to wrecker YouTubers, negative virality, illegal leaking of personal information to yellow press. Is Hybe above law and human rights? Illegal leaking of personal information for negative virality. Hybe is in breach of trust. Bunnies support NewJeans and adore. Hybe immediately stopped the illegal activities. And many other similar sentiments. So with all that, of course, let me know what you think in the comments. Let's move on to K-pop shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. So Twice's Jihyo revealed that she was an SM trainee before going to JYP. So it's public knowledge that Jihyo was a JYP trainee for 10 years, joining at the ripe age of 8 years old. However, in a teaser video for a new show she's appearing in, featuring Girls' Generation's Hyeon, she basically explains that the two had met when she was, quote, a baby, because she was actually a trainee at SM Entertainment for 1 year. Wasn't she a JYP trainee at like 10 years old? Why was SM at the delivery room scouting her, OMG? So a lot of people are like, new lore dropped about Jihyo. Some people knew that she was at a different company before JYP, but they didn't know which one. And some people just being like, how was she so, how? Do you guys remember the show The i-dle featuring Blackpink's Jennie? Well, it has just been nominated for Outstanding Choreography for a Scripted Program. Now, that sounds really specific to me. So if we all remember the infamous dance. So this is getting nominated for an Emmy. Amazing, Diane. So people, of course, attributing Jennie's participation to them getting this Emmy nomination. Imagine being so beautiful that Instagram thinks you're AI. So Wonyoung of IVE posted these series of pictures to her Instagram. Absolutely gorgeous, right? However, there's an AI warning attached. So this seems to only be on mobile. I checked it myself on desktop. I couldn't find it. But when I went on my phone, here's what I found. At the top it says AI info, and then it says generative AI may have been used to create or edit content in this post. Generative AI is a type of computer model that has learned data patterns. People can use it to create something new like images or video, helping you identify AI generated content. So what do you think? Do you think it's just she's so gorgeous? Or is this brand not telling us something? Okay, so Katseye have had their comeback with Touch. And a lot of people are saying that it sounds like a NewJeans or i-dle song. Katseye got the NewJeans scrap. We're finally gonna get served real food. It's definitely got the Hybe i-dle/NewJeans sound. I'm interested to see how this plays out. I have high expectations compared to debut. NewJeans music again. So not that the songs sound exactly the same, but more the vibe. But what do you think? Let's move on to our discussion segment because 21 is coming back. And naturally, if a second gen group is coming back, the fan wars have to come too. So of course, YG Entertainment announced 21 is coming back. They're going to have a global tour. I just wanted to look at some of the funny tweets that I've been finding. Because I'm going to be honest, I really don't remember the SONE versus BLACKJACK war. But we can experience this together. I mean, I don't know. I loved Girls' Generation too. So I was a little social K-pop butterfly in second gen. I really loved everything. Except we don't have to get into it. So the first tweet that I came across was this: fight back at Girls' Generation. And then wouldn't you know, this is what About Music tweeted. Girls' Generation Tiffany about the group's potential comeback. We are ready to run whenever the opportunity and message are given. Are those fighting words? 21 can come back as 4, but Sonyeonsta can never come back as 9. Oh! Ouch! The Sonyeonsta stands and 21 stands are added again after many years. Let's see. This is a take back to some old beef, okay? It is rumored that Mr. music video is gonna be released tomorrow. Rumored, guys. Back then, you would just get surprised with the music video. BLACKJACKs, don't forget to dislike and report that cancerous video. I just thought it was so funny, but let me know what you think. So I wanted to do a comment response section because I uploaded this short about glam. Now basically in it, well, let's just listen to it. Originally under Source Music, there was a group called N-Team, which featured 5 of the... Okay, anyways, so basically I just say that Min Hee Jin was brought into N-Team, now NewJeans, because Pang Si-hyuk in text messages that were revealed basically said that he's not confident in debuting a girl group himself. And this made me think of Hybe, well, Source Music, no. Yeah, Source and Big Hit's first girl group, Glam. That was a whole disaster because one of the members tried to blackmail a Korean actor. And you know, I'm not out of pocket for saying that there was a rumor that Big Hit was terrified of female trainees. Like they didn't want any female trainees at all. They didn't want anything to do with girl groups. Like this issue really traumatized them. That's what people kept saying about Big Hit for the longest time. And that's what I say in this short. Then I get these comments and I just wanted to read them to you, okay? Do you understand Bang PD was the one who launched BTS career? He knows how to manage well. You're perpetuating rumors by Min Hee Jin. Glam was established in 2010 and debuted in 2011. Min Hee Jin was busy at SM Entertainment then. What do you mean? A Glam member decided to blackmail a Korean actor and somehow that's Min Hee Jin's fault? What do you mean? The group ended their contracts with them in 2015. Big Hit was on board in production, not management. Bang PD was working mainly with BTS at the time. Where did I mention BTS? BTS were Big Hit's golden boys. Big didn't destroy Glam's career. Glam did it to themselves. That's what I said. Who are you fighting with? Because I didn't say any of this. The real reason she was brought in was to have female manage an all-female group. I don't know where you get your information, but mine comes directly from South Korea. Stop spreading rumors that Min Hee Jin probably started. Thank you for all this wonderful information directly from South Korea. Appreciate it. Okay, we're ending off with our K-pop song of the day, which is Te Quiero by Kiss of Life. I keep wanting to say Sticky of Life. Oh my god, I just heard this song on TikTok very innocently and it's taken my heart.
I guess the time has come We have to go.
This reminds me of the intro to I Love You by 21.
When you feel like there's no way out, love is the only way.
Anyways, I was reminded of that. The instrumental immediately is just perfection.
Let's go somewhere.
Stop it, stop it. Okay, and then there's this one part where, like, I think it's Belle. She's like, oh, wait. But let's get to the chorus first. Beautiful. I need to find that part where Belle's like, oh.
I don't want to stop it.
What? I love this song. Absolutely in love with this song. I would have died. They should have done a double title track. It would have been so like these both songs would have been so perfect together. And they still had like a performance video and everything, but you get what I mean, right? Like music show performances, the whole shebang. Promote this song, please. It's not too late. So anyways, that is our K-pop song of the day. That is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And as for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.